Hello once again, my friends. An emergency Ethan Klein video is in order. Been talking a lot about my former co-host Hasan Piker and leveling some pretty serious criticism against him. I knew that he wasn't going to take it well and wasn't going to respond to any of the points made. And basically, it's turned out that I've been right about that. There's one clip, though, that I just saw on our subreddit that's especially kind of nefarious. This is the type of character assassination and propaganda that I think is really important to call out the minute it happens, to get ahead of it. This is also would be especially good for fans of Hasan's, who's been listening to the podcast to help drive home some of the points that I've been making. So here it is. Let's just go ahead and jump right in.
Did you see this? I mean, yeah, I didn't.
But there's no. What's crazy is there's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. They've all been banned.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Destiny should be unbanned so he can call me out. Is a crazy take.
I said there's no dissenting voices, and he said Destiny should be unbanned is a crazy take. At what point did I say that? He's drilling into his audience brain already, trying to draw this association between Destiny, knowing that his fan base hates Destiny as a way to poison the well against me. There has been no. I've mentioned Destiny on my channel over the last 10 years, maybe once.
I don't recognize Ethan any longer. I'll be honest. Like who would call me out? Like right-wing shitheads? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I'm not a right-wing shithead. I'm a liberal progressive who basically had some criticism for some of the stuff you've been doing, but mostly agrees with everything you believe in. Not everybody that disagrees with you is a right-wing shithead. And that's part of the issue that we're having here. This is, once again, he's trying to put me in the bucket with right-wing shitheads.
Not only that, but I do get fucking yelled at all the time. Who do you want? Like some fucking weirdo Nazi? Like who?
Once again, implying that I want Nazis on the platform. Literally all I said is that there's no dissenting voices on Twitch, and he's building a fantasy world in which I'm a right-wing shithead that wants Nazis on the platform to criticize him.
There's only one guy I think he means, and that's Destiny, which is crazy.
It is honestly pretty severe the way that he draws everything back to Destiny. I don't know him. I've never talked about him on the channel. I don't know what's going on with this Destiny thing. The only explanation I can have is that he thinks that it's just an easy way for him to make me look bad to his community.
Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic fucking.
Bro, I can't believe this man went from dunking on Steven Crowder to saying Steven Crowder ass shit. He's anti-American, radical anti-American.
Now, instead of actually addressing a single point, he stops it before he gets there. He conjures the image of Steven Crowder, who's got nothing to do with this conversation. And he says, how did you go from dunking on Steven Crowder to being Steven Crowder? Once again, this is a crazy amount of well poisoning, and it's so disingenuous and it's so bad faith. I hope it's clear to everybody just how bad faith this is right now and how desperately he's trying not to respond to any of the actual criticism that I've made. Criticizing Hasan does not make you Steven Crowder as much as he wants it to.
Like, what's next, dude? Should I leave the country? Should I go back to my own country, dude?
Once again, putting heinous words in my mouth, implying that I want him to leave the country because now that I disagreed with him, I'm a heinous right-wing Nazi. Didn't say that, don't want that, don't believe it. But he's trying to build this image of me in his audience mind to turn them against me and to not listen to any of the legitimate criticism that I've leveled against him.
The fuck is this? This is the reason why I didn't want to watch a single fucking clip of Ethan, because I feel like I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, okay? Not because I'm like escaping accountability. Like, come on, dude. Come the fuck on. You think I haven't heard these fucking talking points a million times over?
If Hasan could at least just respond to the point, instead of saying, I'm Steven Crowder, I'm a right-wing Nazi, I want to kick him out of the country, just talk about what I'm saying. Can we try that?
Over. I know the fucking subreddit that you basically scraped these fucking bottom of the barrel talking points from. I know. I hear it all the time. from his pathetic fucking fans that come in here and hit me with it every single fucking day. The real reason why I don't want to fucking watch these videos is because I don't want to like lean into the fucking mania that he is expressing every single damn day.
I genuinely have no idea what he's talking about. Presumably, he's once again trying to tie me with destiny, but I really don't even know. I don't know what's happening here. All I know is he's not responding to any of the points I made.
Because I think it's utterly irrelevant in the grander point that Israel is committing a fucking genocide, that Israel is an apartheid state. And I think it's like very selfish to have a conversation about my radical anti-American views over and over again.
This is a logical fallacy that you'll see Hasan leaning on pretty frequently here. And what he's saying is because there's a genocide happening in Gaza, he shouldn't be accountable to talk about anything else because this terrible thing is happening. But again, I'm not talking about Gaza. I'm talking about Hasan. And he's done this. He's doing this smoke and mirrors where he's sidestepping my criticism and putting it like I'm trying to take away attention from Gaza. The truth is that we're smart, thinking, feeling beings, and we can hold two thoughts in our head at once. We can chew bubblegum and walk. And frankly, we all know that. And so this is a really cheap way of essentially avoiding accountability or avoid talking about anything he wants. It's very disingenuous.
Except plenty of people do, okay? Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Fox News.
Once again, I've talked about this quite a lot, and he's isolated one part of me saying that I think he's doing anti-American propaganda. And what he immediately does is he takes that and he associates me immediately and directly with who do you say? Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Steven Crowder. I mean, these are all people that I despise, who have openly criticized, who I think are just a blight on this country. And once again, because I disagree with him on some issues, now I'm basically Tucker Carlson. I mean, can you believe that leap in logic?
And now your favorite, Destiny. A person who has literally told me to go back to my own country. Okay? A person who has fantasized about executing me.
That's terrible. I've never said that. I didn't talk about Destiny. Why are you talking about Destiny when I've articulated points that are very easy to digest and respond to? But he's going on about how Destiny told him to get out of the country and Destiny fantasizes about murdering him. And I'm saying, well, that's all terrible, but what's that got to do with me? He's poisoning the minds of his audience, trying to, once again, associate me somehow intertwined with Destiny, even though I've mentioned him maybe once in 10 years. I have never talked about this man.
A person who has...
Actually, the only time I've talked about him is in the context that I used to watch him play StarCraft 2. Like, it's not even political. It's just like, oh yeah, I used to watch him play StarCraft 2, like 15 years ago.
Okay, a person who has fantasized about executing me numerous times over. A person who has had prominent Nazi figures on his broadcast talk about killing me. Prominent Nazi figures who hate you too. Now you like Destiny? Really?
I have not said anything about Destiny, but okay.
Fucking Sam Hyde doesn't like you either, dog.
I didn't say anything about Sam Hyde either. Once again, I don't know what's happening.
That's so crazy. That's the craziest part. Like, how do you not recognize that these people who fucking call for your death and have said horrifying shit about you over and over again, now you are aligned with, now you're reposting fucking Keemstar and shit.
That is a terribly bad faith recounting. What happened in that case is that Frogan and her friends were trying to blame the harassment she was getting on me, even though it was quite obviously from people responding to her telling vets that they deserve to get PTSD. What I was doing, clearly in my stories, was I was showing tweets from all these conservative sources showing that the harassment she's getting is from them. I in no way endorsed it at all. I showed a picture of like Donut Operator tweeting about it, some cops account tweeting about it, Drama Alert tweeted about it, and a few others that had massive presence on Twitter and were talking about Frogan. So to say that I'm now reposting Drama Alert, implying that I'm co-signing or supporting him, is so bad faith that only imply that he knows exactly what he's doing, that it's actually that bad faith. That he's, you know, he's just essentially lying and doing a character assassination.
What a silly, sad, pathetic state of affairs, dude. Jesus Christ. It makes me so fucking sad.
Okay, well, apparently he's disappointed and he's sad about a bunch of things that have nothing to do with me. So going back, you can see there's layers and layers and layers of character assassination, propaganda, logical fallacies, and not one response to any of the points that I've actually made. And it seems obvious to me that he's trying to poison his audience against me by misrepresenting my beliefs and just straight up lying about things that I said and things that I believe. Now, this just came out. I just saw this on the subreddit, but things like this I like to get ahead of as quickly as possible, because I do not want him to be allowed to set this tempo as if this is the official narrative. I must fight this at every point. And once again, if you're a Hasan fan, challenge him to do better than this. This is dishonest. And more than that, I'd like for him to just respond to one of the points I made, just directly. Anyway, that's my video for the evening. Have a great one.